At the time of its development, the repulsion's inverse propulsion system seemed revolutionary. But Victor Schauberger believed he had rediscovered an ancient technology.
Victor also refers to old Indian texts where he reads out of these texts that these old peoples, they used some kind of flowing magnetism that allowed them to overcome gravity.
According to early Sanskrit texts discovered in India, aircraft called vimanas used a similar propulsion system thousands of years ago. Is it possible that German scientists viewed ancient texts like the Bhagavad Gita not as legendary myth, but as a source of historical and scientific fact?
The Germans were the best Oriental scholars in the world. So they translated the ancient text, Sanskrit and later, into German.
And the Germans studied these ancient Indian epics and were familiar with the ideas of vimanas. And so by combining that with this vortex technology and allegedly this crash disk from 1936 in the Black Forest, they then came up with their designs for these flying saucers.
Radioactive poisoning of the atmosphere and hence annihilation of any life on Earth has been brought within the range of technical possibilities.
How were the German scientists in Berlin able to make this discovery before anyone else? Was this really a new breakthrough? Or might these scientists have rediscovered an ancient source of unimaginable power? Deformed skeletons and vitrified stone at Mohenjo-Daro, Pakistan. Radioactive ash covering the ancient city of Harappa, India, and the biblical cities of Sodom and Gomorrah. According to the ancient astronaut theory, the first atomic blasts may not have occurred during the 1940s, but thousands of years earlier.
What they found in these cities, Mohenjo-Daro, Harappa, Kotdiji, others of these Harappan cities, they found people just lying dead in the streets. It was like some doom had just taken over these cities. Some theorists have proposed that what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah, two cities right at the end of the Dead Sea, was some kind of nuclear explosion that wiped this area out. Lot's wife was allegedly turned into a pillar of salt. The idea there would be that when there is a nuclear explosion, people are suddenly vaporized, incinerated, mineralized.
When an atomic bomb explodes, the heat is so intense that it melts the silicon in the sand into glass. There are some reports that such fields of fused sand, of glass, have been found in places including India. But if they do exist, this would confirm the descriptions given in the ancient Sanskrit writings that the people of those times had weapons resembling our modern nuclear weapons. They were called Brahmastras.
According to the Hindu texts, the Brahmastras came from gods. But who were these supernatural beings?
Many of these Hindu gods did look different than humans. Generally, they're often depicted as having blue skin, and that may well be describing extraterrestrials.
Could Hitler have been aware of these same ancient accounts? Might that have been the reason behind Nazi Germany's archaeological and scientific trips to India and Africa?
The Nazis were looking for something. They were looking for some kind of technology that the ancients possessed, that we had lost, and they wanted to find it, and they wanted to find it fast.